The next chapter that we do is called Parent Peer Group. And that's where we bring, ideally, no more than about 10 parents together and get you to work through these things in a workbook kind of format. Because I'm just talking to you and trying to give you lots of information tonight. But the most information is getting you to think about it and give us feedback. And come to agreement. If your children are all running around together, you want to come to some agreement about what are the boundaries and how will you monitor that behavior. In fact, this is a funny story. One of the neurosurgeons here had a bunch of teenagers, and his wife was out of town, so he was the designated driver to take him to Coco Plum. And, you know, he's obviously a smart guy, but he said, you know, I got there, they were going to the movies, and I let them out of the car, and they ran like crazy, which you know they do that. And he said, all of a sudden I realized I had no way of knowing when to get them back, how to get them back, what was going to happen. That's what we're trying to help you avoid. Even the smartest person can't think about all these things. And you know, here's my idea. You know, if we've already been there and we know they're going to do this again, we could give you some handy dandy tips, like don't let them out of the car until you set the rules. So that's what we do when we get in the parent peer groups and we work with each other. And that's the most effective way. And again, I don't have to have all the answers in those parent peer groups. One of the fathers said, or no, it wasn't a father, it was a mother. She says, she was a single mom. And she said, I don't know what to do because my child goes in his room and he slams the door. What am I going to do? And I talk to him, you know, talk. He's not listening. And a father was sitting there and he hadn't said much the whole night. And all of a sudden he says, you say, if you do that one more time, I'm taking the door off the hinges. And you're not getting it back until your behavior changes. See, you're not quick enough when they're pushing your buttons, you're not quick enough to have the answer. But between all of us, we have some answers. So the next week, we come back, we say, how'd it go? She said, great, we took the door off. He's living without the door. But there are simple things with some simple, direct consequences that people get. It doesn't have to be all profound, and we have that information together. And so Informed Families' goal through this whole parent pilot kit, which I apologize to you because my PowerPoint was much too long, it's all here, and it's more of a workbook, and it's designed as a notebook so you can take and put what is in here, what you need. The children's phone numbers, the parents' phone number, and also, because guess what? We're pretty smart, but we didn't put all this stuff in about the computer because we didn't know all the problems it was going to cause. And now we have that we put in. So as a notebook, you're always learning new things and you put in new things. So our goal is to get you to be in a parent peer group and to get you being able to communicate successfully with your children.